Hello and welcome back to the channel once again. This is Alan Presents. I am Alan. This is Leanne.
Hi.
And this is our WrestleMania Sunday predictions. Not Saturday, not Monday, not Friday, but Sunday.
Sunday.
Because it seems that WWE want to string out WrestleMania as much as they can.
WrestleMania is a 2-week event now.
The most stupendous 2-week WrestleMania in history.
Getting to feel like it.
Yeah, so if you haven't already seen our Saturday predictions, we urge you to sort of just double click. I don't know what I was going for with that. Just go back and have a watch of that first.
That you've watched.
I mean, who's to say that the matches there don't interest you? But Stone Cold Steve Austin's there, so Saturday should interest you. It's the most interesting part of WrestleMania this year. Stone Cold, this guy, Stone Cold. I'm not biased. You're biased. Shut up.
You're allowed to be biased where Stone Cold's involved.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, so we've covered all the matches that will be on the Saturday, which will be just a quick rundown. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin, New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland, The Mysterios versus Miz and Logan Paul, Seth Rollins versus a mysterious opponent, Becky Lynch defending her Raw Women's title against Bianca Belair, The Usos defending their SmackDown Tag Team titles against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. And then Charlotte Flair defending her SmackDown Women's title against Ronda Rousey, and obviously the KO show with Stone Cold Steve Austin. So that was everything that happened on Saturday. If you're interested in any of that, go back and watch the Saturday video first, and then obviously we're going to cover all the Sunday stuff now. So all in all, there were 7 matches on Saturday and the KO show, and then we've got 7 matches for Sunday as well. So there's 14 matches across the entire board. I don't know if there's going to be a kickoff show of sorts with any matches on there this year.
Yeah.
They haven't really said anything, but if they're running NXT the same day, I don't know.
Maybe they'll use NXT as the sort of kickoff show in a sense.
Maybe, but I don't think it's in the same building is the problem. So I don't know.
You'll pipe it in.
I mean, who's to say that they don't bump something to the kickoff show?
Yeah, quite possibly.
And this is possible, but anyway, that's only speculation. One thing we've got to mention: there is going to be a point at some point this week where they're going to unveil the WrestleMania stage, I guess you call it. So the entranceway, the ramp, the ring setup, everything like that. And they've got some, I can't remember the name of the person. They've got some special celebrity or something coming in to sort of do that reveal.
Okay.
The last few years, it has been quite a big thing. We're like, oh, this is the first look at the WrestleMania setup. I remember Triple H and Stephanie McMahon were doing it one year, and they were sort of all black, and they just the light on them, and they were sort of filming, and this is the first look, and then they lit it all up, and it looked really cool. I think it was WrestleMania 30. But yeah, there's been some really good stage setups in the past. Let's hope this one's the same. It's probably going to be just a giant, massive star, I'd imagine, considering the logo and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so WrestleMania Sunday, as I say, has got 7 matches. We've got 3 title matches, 4 non-title matches. As all the other previous prediction videos, we're going to do the non-title matches first, followed by the title matches, because the title matches are the higher stakes, as it were, a lot of the time. So, first up, and I'm going to get this one out of the way, and you know what, I'm going to pass it off to you. I'm going to tell you what the match is, but then I don't want to talk about this guy. It's Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
I don't want to talk about it either.
Nobody wants to talk about it. What is he thinking?
It's stupid. It's pointless.
Do you know what it's not? Stupendous.
It's not stupendous. Yeah, I mean...
So, Pat McAfee...
the worst commentator.
has some sort of talk show. He's a former football player. He had a talk show. He had Vince McMahon on there. It's like Vince's first... proper interview in, I don't know, 20 years, I think they said it was. Which, you know, okay, yeah, great. Why give it to that jerk off for a start?
Because he's an employee and has to say nice things.
But then Vince is like, I want to give you a match on WrestleMania. Why? What's Pat McAfee done except lose to Adam Cole?
Yeah.
Baby. And then, I think we predicted this I think we didn't do a prediction video. We were talking about it after the interview happened. And the first thing we said in our head is Vince McMahon's stooge, right? It's Austin Theory.
Yeah. It's
going to have to be Austin Theory. And then right as rain, out comes Austin Theory on SmackDown. I'm your opponent, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't care 2 less about these 2 guys if I tried.
Don't like either of them.
No.
I think that McAfee taking a spot on WrestleMania is an insult to some of the other guys.
Absolutely.
He's a commentator. Case
in point, right? Alexa Bliss.
Terrible.
Where's Alexa Bliss on the card?
Yeah, I don't even think Theory should have a WrestleMania spot.
He should be in the Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Where's Finn Balor in the Battle Royale? What is he? He's the United States Champion.
Yeah.
Where's Damian Priest in the Battle Royale? Why is he not on WrestleMania? You know, last year Damian Priest teamed up with the hip hop guy, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, yeah.
To face Miz and Morrison.
That was good.
And to be fair to Bad Bunny, he put the work in. He put the effort in. He was really good. But the point I'm getting at is that was Damian Priest's first WrestleMania. This year, he's on the show the night before that they're calling WrestleMania SmackDown in a 17-person Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
McAfee and Theory are getting a WrestleMania spot.
So yeah, Finn Balor, as I say, United States Championship.
Yeah.
Why isn't this title being defended on this card? Ricochet, the Intercontinental Champion. Why isn't that title being defended on this card? Why are you giving the spots to Logan Paul, Pat McAfee, and the person in the next match, which we'll talk about in a minute? Because they're not wrestlers. They shouldn't be in the ring taking the spots from the guys and the girls who've been busting their asses for a year to get to WrestleMania.
I kind of get having like a novelty spot. You might have one match on the WrestleMania card where it's someone who's from outside the wrestling world they've brought up a story with, and he's come in and done the work, like with Bad Bunny. We weren't exactly keen on it running up to it, but seeing his work, it was great. But I cannot see Pat McAfee pulling off a good match.
Nope.
At all. And we've got 3 of these novelty acts in this WrestleMania. I know it's over 2 nights, but it's at that point, if it was one of them, I could let it go. But having 3, that's 3 spots that really good guys are not getting, and it's not fair. It's just not. Exactly.
Look at all the people that as I said, mentioned in the Saturday video, they've let go like 80 odd people in the last year and a half. Yeah. Good talent. Like this time last year at WrestleMania was the last time we saw Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. And they did him dirty.
Oh yeah. They did.
You know, Cesaro let his contract expire because he was fed up with the company.
Yeah.
So many people leaving the company. Jeff Hardy walked out on a live show, on a live event, a house show, because he felt the company was just in the gutter.
Yeah.
And now he's in AEW, where he's singing nothing but praises over the way they handle things. What does that tell you? It tells you that WWE is more interested in bringing in Pat McAfee. They're more interested in bringing in Logan Paul, who should not be anywhere near any sort of publicity, getting anywhere near the money he gets after the stuff he pulled. And yet here we are.
Yeah. Not good.
Disgusting.
I don't even really want to... I mean, Austin Theory's got to win, I guess. Just because he's an actual wrestler. But then, I don't know, I think they might go the other way.
I like the way you see my face and you're like, maybe not.
I don't know. I feel like I'm cheapening myself even trying to figure out who's going to win this match.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to win this match. Honestly, I don't really care.
No.
I really don't care.
On to the next.
But for the sake of the predictions, we have to give a prediction.
Yeah, I'll put Theory. I don't care. Just so I don't want to put my name next to McAfee.
I know. Yeah, I'm going to go Theory as well for that. I can stomach Austin Theory a little bit more than McAfee.
Because at least he's a professional wrestler.
He's got some wrestling talent.
Yeah. Even if he does the weird selfie stuff. And I don't know, it's probably not his choice to have that character anyway. I don't know.
I don't know, because he kind of looks like he's used to it.
Yeah.
You know, he's got that, the mannerisms.
Yeah, is that really a character kind of thing?
To take selfies, if I'm taking a selfie, I'm going to look awkward as hell doing it. Because I don't do selfies.
No.
And he looks too natural doing it.
True.
So, sticking on the same vein as celebrity wrestlers, let's call it. Next up, we've got Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville from Jackass.
Yeah.
In an anything goes match. This is basically you might as well just do what it says on the tin, right? It's a Jackass match.
Yeah.
That's all this is.
It's just going to be a slapstick.
So, how much did they pay Vince to get this on the card, I wonder? Because you know the film studio is like, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Take our money, get Johnny Knoxville on there, promote Jackass.
I've never been a fan of Jackass at all.
Nope.
I like some prank shows. It's not that I don't like prank shows. Some of them are really good, but it's just, I think it's a bit too much.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's just... stupid, and they're like grown men now and still doing the same stupid stuff. It's like
It's tragic. It's absolutely tragic.
I don't think people need to grow up necessarily, but that kind of thing, leave it to the young guys who can probably do it better. And
the problem with something like Jackass as well is you've got the internet is so big these days.
Yeah.
You can find anything like that, and probably better if you tried.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be. There's probably gonna be like tasers and.
I wouldn't be surprised if all the other guys got involved as well.
Yeah.
Like I don't know the names. Don't even ask
It's
me.
gonna be a comedy match, and it's not gonna be funny.
And like Sami Zayn signed an extension in his contract for this. What were you thinking? Like when Kevin Owens signed it, I bet there was an inkling that he was going to do the KO show with Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania.
That's a good incentive.
Sami Zayn's like, okay, I signed my contract. What's next, boss? Jackass. Sorry, what? Johnny Knoxville. Sorry, what?
Just makes a mockery of the whole business, right?
It does. It does.
Yeah, don't like it.
No.
I think Knoxville's gonna win.
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen.
No, it's not. The way the character's going. Even though he's a proper wrestler and he is good.
Yep.
But it's just not.
I still want to see his documentaries coming out though.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we've got an actual proper match.
Yay.
Which could be the great or could fall really badly down the wayside.
Yes.
So we've got the returning Bobby Lashley is fighting Omos.
Yeah.
That 7 foot whatever giant.
Yes.
That mountain of a man.
It could go either way, couldn't it?
Yeah. Like Omos, I've got respect for him. Like when he was tagging with AJ, that was some of the really good stuff. You know, AJ was the quick guy, Omos was the brick wall that nobody could touch. You know. And then, obviously, they had the feud, and Omos beat AJ, and that kind of went. And then he's just been taking on jobbers.
Yeah.
And then he's taking on General Aziz. And Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
And then he took him on in a handicap match.
Yeah.
And it's like, right, okay, so Aziz is obviously close to 7 foot as well.
Yes.
Is Aziz really that bad? Because he couldn't even touch Omos. He couldn't even knock him over.
Yeah. When he's not really that much smaller.
Yeah.
And probably has more actual wrestling skill, potentially.
Potentially, yeah. Potentially.
Hard to tell, because, I mean, they're both the strong men, so they'll do pretty much the same stuff.
And then this last week on Raw, which kind of prompts this match, you had Omos in a handicap match against the Viking Raiders, who are by no means small guys.
No.
And yet, one clothesline takes out a Viking Raider, and he rolls on the outside, and he doesn't get back up, and he gets counted out. And I'm just like...
That just shows...
What?
Like, quite clearly what they're doing with the Viking Raiders, though. That's just the whole story.
Yeah. And you know what they need to do, right?
Leave.
Oh, look, because they're not on WrestleMania either.
No.
So they need to let their contract expire and head off back to a Ring of Honor or to AEW.
Yep.
Job done. But then, sort of, Omos is there and he's like, oh, no one can beat me, blah, 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 blah. And then out comes Bobby Lashley to a massive crowd fanfare. And they're like, yes, Lashley. And they have this sort of power kind of thing where he's running at the ropes and trying to tackle him down. And it's like Bobby's hitting a brick wall. So then he bounces a couple of times, hits Omos and actually knocks Omos down. It's like, ooh, that's interesting because Bobby's big. He's a lump.
Yeah.
And it's all muscle.
Yeah, it is.
But it's like how much... Is this just going to be a tackle fest?
Yeah.
Because there's no way Lashley's going to be able to pick him up for a body slam, right?
I'd love to see him try.
He's not tall enough. He'd be like trying to get him, but it's not going to work that way.
Yeah.
But then what kind of match are we going to have?
Yeah.
You know, like Lashley's a heavy hitter, no doubt about it. Omos is a stand there and take it and pound it when you catch him kind of guy.
Yeah, pick people up and throw them across the ring. But can he do that to Lashley?
Lashley's bigger than anyone else he's fought right now.
Yeah.
Well, technically, if you count Aziz, I guess. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, and I really hope that it's good for the sake of both guys, because I don't want either of these to have a bad WrestleMania moment.
No. Yeah, I think either way, I'm quite looking forward to seeing what comes of it. And
like, if this match ends up worse than the Pat McAfee Austin Theory match, I'm going to be so PO'd.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
This is a Moss we're talking about, right?
True. But it's Lashley.
True. Former 2-time world champion.
Yes. He got skills. He can make someone else look good. I think Lashley's going to win.
Yeah, I think so as well. I hope so. Because what they're doing with the Moss isn't really going anywhere.
But yeah, I think that you need someone who can be proper competition for Omos, because they've built them up so strong. And Lashley, at the moment, is the guy. So if he can knock him down, even if it is, like, really close, and then it gives them somewhere to go, they might end up repeating and doing the same thing over and over again, but at least it's not what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And just repeating almost, just throwing people. And
yeah, with jobbers.
Yeah.
And then people who they clearly don't give a damn about.
Just switch up what you're repeating every now and then, and it's fine.
I mean, the Viking Raiders, let's ship them out to Saudi Arabia and not give them a match. And then let's stick them in a ring with a Moss and have them lose.
Like, what did they do to Vince that he's doing this to? It might not be Vince's choice, I don't know,
I have
but
no idea.
they must
deserve
have
better.
they must have hurt someone.
They absolutely do deserve better.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, next up is kind of something we just touched on actually briefly. So the last non-title match on the Sunday night, and I can imagine this being quite high in the card in the running order of things.
Yeah.
Is Edge versus AJ Styles. Now, this kind of all came about from Edge issuing an open challenge, and AJ steps up and they're like, okay, cool. And then Edge attacks him, hits him with 2 concertos, and puts him on the shelf for a couple of weeks. And then comes out, I think it was either the next week or 2 weeks later, and he's changed his whole persona. He's darker. He's a lot more. I don't even know what the word is. I want to say intimidating because that's not quite the right word, but he's a lot darker.
Yes.
He's got new music. It's another Alter Bridge song, which is kind of fits. The other side's kind of fits with the theme of what Edge is going for. But he says he wants the pitbull AJ Styles, not the soccer mom haircut AJ Styles. He wants the pitbull, and I've followed AJ Styles' career since like 2005, and he can really do some great stuff.
Yeah.
And stick him in the ring with a caliber like Edge.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be
This
good.
potentially could be a show stealer.
Yeah.
For the Sunday night at least,
so.
Anyway, because nothing's topping Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No. In terms of like official matches that we know about, probably tops the whole weekend.
Yeah, this could be the best one.
Yeah.
But I'll cover. Something just caught in my head, but I'll cover that after because it kind of leads into one of the other matches.
Okay.
But I mean, the obviously they kind of touched and fought in the ring a little bit during the Royal Rumble last year. So they've never had an actual one-on-one match, but they've been in the ring at the same time and they've kind of fought each other a little bit here, but that's about it. I do like the fact that they flipped Edge like this, like they've done here, and I think that's a really cool thing to do. And they kept AJ as the good guy, because AJ's been too much of a heel recently.
Yeah.
And then having AJ go in as the face, it's like, oh, okay, great, this is switching things up. It's not just going, oh, let's do the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Which WWE tend to fall into the trap of, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. And having the whole Seth Rollins trying to steal his match kind of thing, or weasel his way in, that really does solidify AJ as the face.
Yeah.
Which is always
good. Yeah, that certainly helped with that.
Yeah.
And then obviously Edge kind of, I think he came out and he attacked AJ again. But yeah, it's I think it's going to be a really good match. I really hope it is anyway. AJ Styles is capable of putting on so many great matches, and he has done in the past. And Edge is a Hall of Famer. You know, that's not for nothing.
No.
You know, the problem is he's not in his prime. He's not in his early days.
No.
But we've seen he can still go.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But yeah, so who have you got in this one?
Oh, this one's a tough one.
It's
a tough one. Oh, it depends if they're gonna try and draw it out more, I think. I'm gonna go with Edge to win.
Okay.
You're gonna disagree, aren't you?
I'm gonna go for AJ.
This is gonna be our first disagreement for the whole of WrestleMania.
Yeah, you're right. I think AJ. I think that Edge is the Hall of Famer. He is the veteran.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's got much left.
Okay.
So I think to have him give the rub to AJ,
yeah,
to go, this guy beat Edge at WrestleMania. AJ's signed a recent contract extension, and he's going to be there for a few more years yet. And he's still got plenty. Boost. Yeah, he's still got plenty left in that gas tank, as they call it. So I think that's the way they're going to do it, is they're going to push Edge under AJ, and then you do get that sort of the heel sort of coming out, well, you beat me, well, you never beat me, I beat myself, or whatever. myself.
I beat myself.
I beat myself. I beat myself. And so you kind of, again, like you say, they have that longer running program if they decide to go down that route. But Edge did say that he would happily beat the hell out of Seth Rollins again.
Yeah.
So who's to say they don't go down that route?
Very true.
You know, and there's so many other guys which he might want to face. You know, Edge might want to face Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Or Ricochet, or Finn Balor. You know, people who he hasn't had a chance to fight yet. That he's not got that much time left to do so. You know, who's to say one more bump on his neck, done, career over again. You know, so you've got to be careful with that, but also make the most of the time he's got. You know.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so this is going to be another tricky one. Next up, we've got the Women's Tag Team Championship match. So we've got Zelina, Vega, and Carmella defending against the teams of Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, Shayna Bazsler and Natalya, and Sasha Banks and Naomi.
This is a really tough one.
This, to me, feels like they've just kind of gone, oh, we've only got 4 women competing on WrestleMania.
Stick them all in.
But where's Alexa Bliss, Leanne?
I know. And you got McAfee.
And they could have brought Lita in.
Yeah?
They could have brought so many...
Yeah, Lita's back. Where is she?
Well, again, she hasn't got many left in the tank because you know, she's had neck injuries. And that's the thing. And the last time we saw her was Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen her since then.
I forgot she was actually back and not just...
Well, I don't think she's back. But she did obviously have a couple of things. But yeah. It's and some of these pairings feel really weird. Like, what Sasha Banks and Naomi? What?
That's a weird one.
Shayna Bazsler and Natalya?
Really? They're like polar opposites.
Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley I can kind of see.
Yeah, and I love that entrance where Rhea's doing her thing where she goes down and then goes back up, and Liv's just like doing a massive jump, like, yeah! She has so much fun with it. And it really actually fits in her character that she's like really looking up to Rhea and is like, I want to be her, kind of thing. That's what I get from that anyways.
It's a weird dynamic with Liv and Rhea.
Oh, yeah.
Because like, there was it the end of the 8-women tag match? Liv just kind of jumps up into Rhea's arms and she's kind of, you know, like you hold a child on your hip? Rhea's holding Liv Morgan like that on her hip and it's like, what?
A bit weird.
I'm confused. Like,
it's like a child-mother relationship?
I don't quite understand what's going on with that, but I like both those women and they're both pretty cool.
Yeah.
But they're not Alexa Bliss.
No.
You know? Again, this kind of started off as, I think it was just Sasha and Naomi against Zelina, Vega and Carmella after, I can't even remember, was it Naomi taking a beat down and Sasha Banks come out? Something like that. And then they challenged them. And I said, I think they panicked and went, oh, we've barely got any women represented on this card. Let's just shoehorn as many as we can in.
Might as well have just done a Royal Rumble.
So I think pretty much that's all they've got in the main roster apart from Alexa.
Yeah.
As far as, oh, no, Dewdrop.
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be more, right? Who's in the Elimination Chamber? So let's roll this AEW. Bianca, Dewdrop, Nikki Ash.
Yeah.
Forgot about Nikki. She hasn't been seen for a couple of weeks. Oh, no. I think she's been seen since Elimination Chamber.
No, I don't think so.
Thinking about it.
Stuck with Lita somewhere.
But yeah, there's really not many. Because they decided to just fire everyone. You know, which is great.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense.
I mean, obviously, Carmella's and Zelina have been teasing like a little rift.
Yes.
Last week on SmackDown, where Carmella was focused on her phone and Zelina's getting all PO'd over it, throws her phone, and it looked like they were about to come to blows and that, and it's like, okay, cool. And then Carmella's at ringside and Zelina's in the ring, and it looks like they're in a bit of a rift. And then it's all a swift, which was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. I kind of saw that coming.
It's like it's different, which is what we want.
Yeah, but then, is it really going to make a difference? Because you've got, I'm not going to say who I think is going to win just yet because I don't want to influence you, but it just feels like it's just kind of not really had that much of a build up. Like you've had the main event, Reigns and Lesnar, being built up since January.
Yeah.
And they've done something every week to kind of further it a little bit, even if it's talking about something. This has just kind of gone 3 weeks. Well, yeah, that's the match. Oh, no, this guy. And put these in as well. Oh, no, we're doing... Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And it feels very rushed and very haphazard.
It does.
You know, ham-fisted is what I was looking for.
Haphazard works too, I think.
Yeah. And it just feels like it's just...
They're just doing it to get more women on the card. Mm-hmm. Like you say.
Yeah, you know.
Just isn't the right way to do it.
No.
They're good wrestlers, these guys are. Just give them matches because they're good, not because you need to tick a box.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember. I mean, Bianca fought Sasha last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Um,
Won an award that did.
Charlotte, I think. I can't remember who the other women's main event was last year.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was Charlotte and someone. I can't remember.
Mm.
But yeah, anyway, who you got?
I think Zelina and Carmella to retain.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't agree?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Who's Vince's favourite right now? Who seems to always put the title? Who he always puts the title on? Sasha Banks.
Yeah,
and
very
Naomi.
true.
I think they're going to get it. Because obviously the Banks has been out for a little bit and she's come back and then was like, oh yay, Sasha's back.
I think Sasha's better on her own. I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think Naomi and Sasha fit.
No.
That's why it's
That's
sort
my
of
problem,
tripping me
yeah. I
up.
don't like the team of Sasha and Naomi.
No.
If you put Sasha with Shayna maybe,
Yeah.
you kind of have that, not so much friction, but they're two very different styles.
Yes. And they both sort of, they don't have the same personality, but they both have that ruthlessness that would sort of gel well.
Yeah.
But Naomi's like...
She wants to be everyone's friend.
Yeah, she's the friendly person. So, but they're not playing into it like would be, I guess, the obvious way with Sasha manipulating Naomi into being a friend kind of thing. That would work.
A penny just dropped as well.
Oh.
I'm surprised they didn't run with the Naomi and Sonya Deville thing. I was convinced they were going to have the blow-off match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's all done. Forget about that. It's not going to...
Why? Because Ronda Rousey beat up Sonya?
Yeah, it's finished. We just took that
Which
one
just
off.
goes to point that that has no resolution.
No.
Nothing got resolved, and it's just been gone. Okay, there's the rug. Let's just...
Yeah, finished.
That's done.
It never happened.
It's the Raw GM, the mysterious Raw GM all over again. Those long-term watchers will know what I'm talking about. Okay, next up, I mean, I'd love to see Liv and Rhea win.
Oh yes, that would be my want.
That would be
if
great.
I had a
Yeah,
want
that would be great. But I just don't see it.
Nah.
Next up, we've got the Raw Tag Team Championships. RK Bro, Matt Riddle and Randy Orton defending against Alpha Academy. That's Chad Gable and Otis. Oh wow, I just could not think. And the Street
the tree
Profits.
trunk.
Yeah, and the Street Profits.
Yeah.
It's a triple threat. So Montez Ford and
Dawkins? No, am I thinking something else? Angelo Dawkins.
Angelo Dawkins, yeah.
Yeah, it
yeah. Oh wow, I'm losing the plot. So it's been a long day at work.
Yeah.
So again, there's been a bit back and forth. We had that triple threat match with Seth and Kevin versus RK Bro and Alpha Academy a few weeks ago on Raw for the tag team titles. RK Bro win it back from Alpha Academy. Next, I think it was the next week, Street Profits come out and go, we want a shot. Why? What have you done to deserve a shot?
They've just suddenly gone quite heelish as well, haven't they?
Yes, yeah.
Can't remember what. Did anything trigger that?
I don't think so. No, I think they just want the titles, and that's pretty much it. But again, it's pretty much the same thing as Bianca Belair. It's the same characters. It's like, oh, we want the title. We're heels now, but we're doing the same stuff.
They don't, even though they're like, I don't know, starting fights and stuff, which is a heel move. They haven't quite in my head transitioned to being heels. Does that make sense? So it's like, you can see by their actions that they're meant to be the bad guys, but they're not that bad. They're fine.
It would have been better if you kept them kind of more neutral.
Yeah.
Because you have Alpha Academy with the definitive heels.
Yes.
You have RK Bro with the definitive face.
Yes.
And then you have that middle ground kind of team.
Maybe that's sort of what they're going for.
But then everyone's going to obviously be rooting for RK Bro.
Yeah.
Because
they're the face.
Yeah, bro. I still hate Matt Riddle.
Yeah. They're doing good though as a team.
I'm surprised that it's lasted this long.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then I think there was a match between, I want to say Riddle and one of Alpha Academy, and they lost. RK Bro lost that match, or the and that's where Alpha Academy were like, well, we beat one of the tag team champs, we won in the match, so that's kind of just gone. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. I mean, it's not how tag team wrestling works, but okay.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
You just ask for something and you get it.
So WrestleMania is all about the sort of the grandness, the spectacle, the stupendousness of it. Is Matt Riddle going to come out on a camel? Like he did a Crown Jewel.
What's like a classic animal for Texas? They have like
bulls
bulls and stuff. You can come out in a bull.
That does not end
In
well.
a cowboy hat.
What if they...
I always thought you were going to say, then they have that the outlandish stuff. That, you know, when he kicks his flip-flops off, they have the vignette, the like AR of doves.
Mm-hmm.
Real doves.
No, that'd be awful.
Real doves.
No.
It would be terrible.
Okay, so
but...
what if then Matt Riddle comes out to a portable bucking bronco?
Yes.
Just wheel him down the ring on this portable bucking bronco. That would be quite
funny, especially if he falls off.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll probably have a cowboy hat on. He'll probably try and make Randy Orton wear a cowboy hat.
He'll probably try and make Randy Orton wear chaps.
Yeah, probably.
Let's be perfectly honest, Leanne.
Swap out the flip-flops for cowboy boots.
With stirrups.
With stirrups, obviously.
No.
Sounds good. At least he won't be able to kick them off.
Just get Matt Riddle wearing shoes of any kind. That'd be nice. That'd be great.
He can't though. You know, it's some weird psychological burning feeling or something.
He didn't let Rusev do it. Like Vince didn't let Rusev wrestle barefoot. Why is all of a sudden Matt Riddle got it?
It was that thing that like.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I remember.
I don't even understand quite. But you can't wear shoes.
It's ridiculous. Who have you got?
I think RK Bro retain.
Yeah, I got the same.
Yeah. But I almost went Alpha Academy, but I don't think so.
No, I can't see them bunching the belts back this close soon.
No.
So maybe, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks max.
It could be a fun match, though.
It could be good. It has potential. Yeah, it has potential. Certainly not the worst match of the night. McAfee, I'm looking at you. And that leads us on to the final match. The what they're calling the biggest WrestleMania match of all time.
Is it though?
The biggest.
I guess, in a sense.
WrestleMania match.
Of all time.
Of all time.
In a sense, I can see why they're calling it that. Because it is unifying the titles.
Yeah. So it's winner takes all. The WWE champion, Brock Lesnar, versus the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, in a winner takes all title unification match. So effectively, they're ending the brand split.
Yeah.
So what they do with the tag titles is one thing.
Ooh.
What they do with the women's titles is another.
Yeah. Maybe it's going to be a slow transition to end in the brand split. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah.
But it just means we're probably forced to have Roman Reigns down our neck, shoved down our throats 2 times a week instead.
Yeah.
That's if he wins. So this is the 3rd time this match is headlining WrestleMania in the last 7 years.
Yes.
That's nearly 50%.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not stupendous. That is ridiculous.
To be fair, I am really enjoying Lesnar's
Cowboy
character
Brock.
right now.
Cowboy Brock.
It's so good, and he's so he's just having a whale of a time.
He's having legit fun, yeah.
And just laughing, and I don't know. I'm really enjoying him. I didn't used to enjoy watching Brock Lesnar, but
yeah,
it's completely changed my mind.
So which Brock Lesnar do you prefer, Leanne? This one or the Money in the Bank briefcase? I'm listening to music, Brock Lesnar.
They don't even seem like the same person. It's it's not even just character and character. It's completely opposite people.
It's bipolar. Yeah.
I'm loving it now, though.
Yeah, I mean, Lesnar wins the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he
got his match.
Yeah, so he was champion, WWE champion at Royal Rumble. He lost his title after Roman Reigns got involved. He won the match, the Royal Rumble match, went to Elimination Chamber. Bobby Lashley was injured, and Lesnar was in that match. So Lesnar wins that match, and it becomes a WWE title match. This is I'm just trying to get everything straight in my head in the timeline. It's very... But the one thing I absolutely do not want to see in this match is Paul Heyman flip again and rejoin Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I don't think it would happen, but it's WWE, so who knows?
If anything, he needs to double down and screw Brock.
Yeah.
Like, just maybe try and get involved and then take a hit from Brock.
Mm-hmm.
Just to sort of culminate that, because Brock hasn't got his hands on him yet.
Mm.
And he kind of wants to tear him to pieces.
Yeah.
So I think this would be a good time to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that it could be a good idea to have Brock get so distracted by Heyman, by beating him up or chasing him or whatever, and that costs him the match.
Yeah. Could do.
Because then Paul Heyman's like, I screwed Brock. You know? And then Brock's only got himself to blame, technically.
Yeah.
You know?
The problem is, though, I really, 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 really don't want Roman Reigns to win.
I know.
It's,
The problem we've got...
I don't want it.
The problem is, and is that your pick?
Yeah,
just
I think he's gonna win, but I think I feel like I'm just gonna close my eyes for that match because I don't want to see it.
So, the problem we've got is Roman Reigns is there.
Yeah.
Pretty much every week.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Lesnar isn't.
No. He's more than he was before.
Yes, but his contract, Brock Lesnar's contract tends to be, this is the amount you're getting for this amount of appearances.
Yeah, so he'll probably have a very long break.
Yeah.
After WrestleMania when he loses.
So, if they give him the title, you might not see it for a month.
Yeah.
And then you might not see it for 2 months.
But Roman Reigns, though.
I know.
It's going to be unbearable.
But, okay, now run with me on this, right?
Okay.
Seth Rollins is fighting a mystery opponent.
Yes.
Okay, let's say it's Braun Breaker or Cesaro or Via or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roman Reigns wins.
Yeah.
Comes out for a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, we're the family, we're the bloodline. We are number one in this industry. Lights go down. Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Ooh.
Cody Rhodes comes out.
But would they give him the belts?
They could certainly give him a shot at it.
Yeah.
And I'm getting chills just thinking of that.
Maybe that then paves the way for someone who'll probably be there for longer to get it.
And to be fair, Cody is a great wrestler. He's great in the ring.
Definitely.
You know, and if that is to happen, keep it for Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Keep it for that moment.
Ooh, okay.
You know?
That's giving me a little bit
because Roman Reigns is always like, we're the family, we're the bloodline, we run this place.
Yeah.
And one of the true dynasties of wrestling is the Rhodes family. Mm-hmm. Dusty Rhodes, Cody, Dustin, Goldust. You know, that's Dusty Rhodes was doing this for so long.
Yeah.
And everyone knows Dusty Rhodes. You know, and Roman Reigns is there, and he's like, oh yeah, nobody else is important. Because I reckon Cody has that song trademarked himself.
Yeah, probably.
Like, he probably owns it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an AEW product, because he was using that in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
He was using it in New Japan.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
I think that would be the much, much better way of bringing Cody back in.
Yeah.
Instead of versus Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Fake everyone out at WrestleMania with Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Give him a good opponent. Braun Breaker, or who else did I say could it be? Gable Steveson, Cesaro, Shane McMahon.
I think that would get, out of those, that apart from Cody, Shane would get the biggest pop.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And that would be great. That would be so good.
Okay.
And then have Cody show up on Raw.
Okay, so if Roman Reigns wins, I'm going to hold you to that's what's going to happen. And if it doesn't...
The problem is that's on the Sunday night, and if Cody shows up, it's on the Saturday.
That's
so
true. We'll know. So are they going to have a shiny new belt there for WrestleMania? They probably would, wouldn't they? Because it's...
I don't know, maybe.
Because I feel like if you're going to unveil a new belt, WrestleMania is kind of a good time to do it.
Do you know what they shouldn't do? Bring back the Eco Belt.
Eco belt. That was not good.
The Daniel Bryan wooden hemp. Oh, that was awful.
No. Terrible.
But the problem is that it's just going to be the exact same title that they've got now because of product placement.
Yes, that's very
It's
true.
like, you look at the Intercontinental Championship, it's got the WWE logo in the centre of it, but it's not instantly like, oh, yeah, I can look at that, that. If you take a quick glance, it could be a UFC belt, it could be a boxing belt, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Same with the United States title. You look at the WWE Heavyweight Championship or the Universal title, it's just that big WWE crusted with diamonds.
It's not going to be much different.
I really don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. If anything, it'll probably just be the heavyweight title. Just with
throw the other one out.
what they might do is have the red streak for the logo and maybe a blue background in the WWE logo, and the rest of the strap black. Possibly. I'm only surmising.
Yeah,
but that's Because that way you're representing...
This is why it's a prediction show.
And that's why you're kind of representing both Raw for the red, with
Yes.
the streak in the logo, and then the blue in the background of SmackDown.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
All
right. Feeling a bit better about that match.
I'm not, because it's still the third frigging time in 7 years we're seeing this trash.
Is.
I'm just sick of it. Like, Austin and Rock did it over the course of 4 years, but they were super hot.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns,
Ain't that hot.
Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar is kind of the same thing as Roman Reigns. He's just getting shoved down our throats.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That's true.
It, you know.
At least he's better than Reigns.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's more enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, he's not just a one-trick pony.
No.
Ooh ah.
Acknowledge me, or I'm going to cry. I'm not scared of Brock Lesnar. Watch me run away as soon as I hear he's coming to the building. Bye-bye.
The funniest thing of all would be if, like, Roman Reigns wins at the end, and then, like, Pierce comes out and he's like, and this is not going to happen, but Pierce comes out and he goes, oh yeah, we got one more match for WrestleMania. Roman, you're going to defend both those belts. Glass shatters. Out comes Stone Cold. Yeah.
Oh, imagine.
Oh, I can. It's not going to happen, but
no. You can always dream.
Yeah. So across the okay, for both nights.
Yeah.
Taking the entire card into consideration, what match are you looking forward to the most?
We're specifically saying matches, not KO shows. Yeah. Gotcha. Edge versus Styles.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a question on that for me, really.
So that would obviously be your pick on the Sunday night. What about the Saturday night? Just the Saturday night.
Because this was a whole video ago. Flair versus Rousey.
Yeah? Okay.
Just because I want to see
Rousey's going to carry that match.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm happy with that.
I think I have to agree with the overall. Sunday and the overall is going to be Edge versus Styles, because Austin's not going to be a match. I think for the Saturday night, I'm really excited to see what Seth Rollins does.
Yeah.
I think that could be really good.
That's very true.
You know, because he's had some great opponents in the past, and he can really springboard guys onto the next level. Yeah. So if it is someone like Braun Breaker or Via or Gable Steveson, he could take them and just boost them, give that shot of adrenaline in the arm to just take them to the next level, you know?
Very,
and that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool.
That could be good. Could be good.
Yeah.
Could be bad. Could be good. Probably good. It's Seth after all.
So yeah, that was our predictions.
WrestleMania Sunday predictions.
That's about all I've got. Unless you want to add anything to it.
I think so. I mean, it's gonna be
Stone Cold.
It's gonna be a very long weekend.
Like I said I think it might have been the beginning of this video or the previous video. I can't remember. If they keep it to 3, maybe 3.5 hours each, that's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Don't run over that.
No, I'll be falling asleep in the main event. But then, I don't want that.
At least with that, they split it across the 2 days.
Yeah, very true.
Because if it was one event, 7 hours, which they've done before.
I couldn't sit through that.
It's a slog. It's an absolute slog.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's some things I'm very much not looking forward to. Some things that I am looking forward to. So it's going to be a mixed bag, but I guess go get a cup of tea while McAfee's on.
Yeah, maybe a couple of stiff teas.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Maybe if we're drunk, he'll actually look like he's got something worth watching. On the plus side, if he's wrestling on the Sunday, he won't be doing commentary. I hope.
He won't be doing commentary for that match.
Oh, no, they wouldn't. Oh,
they might. He'll probably just get up from the commentary table when his match is on.
I've seen Joe the King Lawler used to tell us he would take the mic in the ring and commentate his own matches.
I don't want McAfee to do that.
No.
Please, no.
I don't want him to do commentary. I don't want him to do commentary for a stop.
He's not good.
Anyway, so that was that. So thank you for watching. This has been our WrestleMania Sunday predictions. Obviously we've done the Saturday one on the previous video. If you haven't seen that, we do urge you to go back and watch that as well, see what you think of that. Let us know if you agree with what we say. Do you think that is the best way for Cody Rhodes to make his debut on Monday Night Raw instead of at WrestleMania? I certainly think so. And I'll be honest, that only popped in my head when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Look at you, Mr. Predictions.
Oh, apparently Siri's trying to chime in. Shut up, Siri.
It's meant to be on cinema mode.
Shut up, Siri. I can't remember.
Sorry.
What was I saying?
You're good at predicting stuff. We'll be back after WrestleMania with our reaction videos.
Mm-hmm. Our next video will be WrestleMania Saturday predictions. Unless
reactions.
Reactions. I'm losing the plot. We might drop some board game content prior to then. We're not sure what we might get time. We might get some time. Who knows? But yeah, we hope you look forward to it. We are kind of very cautiously looking forward to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to seeing Super Card of Honor, just as one final little Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of AEW guys there. There's a lot of the old school Ring of Honor guys there. I'm looking forward to the Briscoes and FTR because I think that'll be great.
It's going to be a brilliant weekend for wrestling.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, on the back of that then. So yeah, if you like the video, don't forget to like it. Join the comments below. Let us know what you think. Do you think that Cody Rhodes showing up on Raw would be a better option instead of showing up against Seth Rollins to take on Roman Reigns on Raw? Ooh, that could be good. Who do you think's going to win? Who do you think's going to lose? Do you think we're right? Do you think we're wrong? Tell us why. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notifications bell. When our reactions videos go up then, you'll get a notification. Hey, the Alan Presents, they just dropped their reaction video. Come and see what we thought. We'd much appreciate you to come back and see our reaction videos once they've obviously aired.
Yes.
What they said once WrestleMania's aired and we've recorded it. But yeah, thanks for watching as always. Thanks to all our subscribers, all of our content watchers. We appreciate you all to no end. Enjoy WrestleMania. Enjoy all the other wrestling this weekend. If you are watching any other companies, AEW's Rampage, you got Impact, you got Ring of Honor, you got so many independent shows that are running as well. Enjoy whatever you're watching. Just enjoy it and have fun and be safe. We'll see you in the reactions videos. Bye for now.
Bye.
Oh, hell yeah.